Toxic. She call me toxic.
Yeah, I bet.
She call me toxic.
So cliche,
Swear I am not shit.
but I'm not though.
She call me toxic cause I won't simp out. Never get phased or react to a big mouth. She call me toxic.
She call me toxic.
She call me toxic.
Oh wow.
Welcome to Sue Me Later. I'm your host, the villain with the most, Sean Bills. I got my mans, Alpha G and Ben Frank with me as usual. How y'all doing today?
I'm fine and dancing.
How's what's up? How's what's up? So
I'm good.
cool, man. So we got some very strong topics to talk about. It seems these topics got people very opinionated one way or another. So the first one I want to get into, Zion Williamson and Mariah Mills. So as we all know, Zion is expecting a little girl. Congratulations. Allegedly, the chick he got pregnant has a past of being a very promiscuous young lady. And, there's a fight video out of her, like whipping some chick's ass. Um, I seen one drink she was twerking on the desk of a podcast. You know what I'm saying? So people had their opinions about that. However, the person who had the biggest opinion about Zion having a kid is not ex but current adult film star Mariah Mills. Apparently, her and Zion, in her mind, were in a committed relationship, even though she's a adult film star, and she had a lot to say. She tweeted at Zion about almost 600 times within like a 2 week span. I think the final straw was where she mentioned the NBA, Adam Silver, the NBA commissioner, the Pelicans, the team Zion plays for. She mentioned all of them. Said that she has a video of her and Zion and that she would release it. Yeah, that got her Twitter, like they put her Twitter on the chopping block after that. And
As they
so
rightfully.
so after that, she went on ahead to Instagram. She went and got Zion tatted on her face, um, like in big letters, like it's across her cheek. Then we seen her butt naked in body paint, but the body paint was a Duke Blue Devils jersey, which is the college Zion went to, with the number one, which is the number Zion wore, and she was dribbling, butt naked in body paint on the basketball court. And then she put out a diss track to Zion, and then she posted on her Instagram story a positive pregnancy test. No one knows if that pregnancy test is factual or whatever, chicks be lying. But during all of this, Zion has said absolutely nothing. He has said nothing. He was in Paris recently because he's a Jordan Brand athlete. They was in Paris with him and some other NBA athletes and Michael Jordan. They were promoting, the new basketball season is coming up. So they were promoting the new fall line of Jordan Brand, their signature shoes and things like that. And then he recently was spotted in Vegas where he was on a podcast just a few days ago with Gilbert Arenas podcast, because the NBA Summer League is going on in Vegas right now. So Zion was spotted. They pulled up to the podcast. They thankfully did not ask him anything about Shorty. And it was basically him saying that he's getting his mind right. Zion is a player that is amazing but struggles with weight. So he was talking about getting in shape. He looked slimmer and everything, and just him getting healthy and getting the right people around him. But he has not acknowledged this woman publicly at all. So my thing is, if you were Zion and this happened, how would you handle it?
I'll go ahead and start that off.
Oh,
Uh,
okay, okay.
so if I was Zion, the basic whole trifecta was being in effect and placed on me right now, in that manner, I'm gonna have to stay silent, and there's gonna be some type of legal repercussions that happen because at this point, with millions, there are certain I don't need to be speaking on and putting myself into, especially without some type of publicist. So uh, he needs to stay quiet. He needs to not acknowledge her. If that pregnancy test is true and that he's for sure the father, then that's a whole other story. Then by all means step up, be the dad. If not, kick it to the curb, possibly even sue for defamation of character. Um, the Twitter thing has already resolved itself. If she's been kicked off of Twitter, she's only going to continue to get kicked off of Twitter with that type of content that she's trying to post. So we know that would happen. Uh, hopefully set up a couple of meetings with the commissioner that was tagged in NFL and NBA and all that. Handle your business. Definitely handle your business, but continue to stay silent. There's no need to speak on that type of thing. Everybody has seen that at some point with a big celebrity. Like it happens. So and the same outcome has always happened. They decide to speak their mind and be who they are, and sometimes who they are is not aligning with what they need to be.
All right, Alpha. What you got on that Zion situation? If you were him, how would you handle it?
First off, I like to say this bitch got a lot going on, don't she? But for one, he is smart as shit. Not saying that though, like because like what is like for real, what is there to say? You know what I'm saying? What? Because all he gonna do if he do say something like yeah, I smash or whatever, then it's gonna be a even bigger uproar. You know, and more bitches. He got the bitch pregnant now. He's in the middle of fucking the bitch. See, I told him niggas ain't shit. Blah blah. Just stay quiet, man. Just be you. Do what you gotta do. Focus on what the fuck you gotta focus on. Because at the end of the day, a monkey don't stop the fucking show. You feel me? You gotta keep that shit fucking going, my nigga. For real, for real. But he's smart as shit though. He's smart as shit though. But my ass would have made a diss track.
Yeah,
Like who is trying to be now?
I'd have definitely,
Cardi B,
I'd
what
definitely,
the fuck?
right, right. Cardi, write this shit for me, man. I know you know her. I know you
like
know her.
yeah, like me personally, definitely, I would have. I love how he's handling this. You know what I'm saying? I definitely wouldn't have said nothing. I wouldn't have acknowledged stuff. Um, yeah. See, she fucked up mentioning the NBA and all of that because they're gonna protect their asset,
Right.
especially after John Morant crashing out. They're gonna protect their asset. Like that's a given. You know what I'm saying? So
You
the
need to look at that and keep that in
God
mind.
damn.
yeah, like Zion is one of the athletes they are trying to make the face of the NBA. With LeBron going in, I think this year like 20 for LeBron. This is like year 17 for KD, year 15 for Steph Curry. Paul George is in like 13, 14, 13
Mhm.
for 14th year. So like that generation of stars that were
It's about to
drafted,
go.
yeah, in the early to the early 2000s to like the early 2010s. Basically, when we was in
Hmm.
school, the niggas who were drafted when
Right.
we was in school, they about to be ushered out. A lot of them niggas is 35 and up. The NBA is soft nowadays, so they can play longer. But a lot of them they're gonna be checking out within the next. I say I say between Paul George, KD, Steph, LeBron, Kawhi, James Harden, Russell Westbrook. that era of star in the next 3 to 5 years, a good 80 to 85% of them are probably gonna be gone. If anybody is still around, maybe Steph. I could see KD because KD don't got no wife, no kids. He just want to hoop. So I could probably see KD. But it ain't gonna be a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then that young star, they're looking at LaMelo Ball and Ja Morant, Zion. Zion probably was the most hyped prospect in a while. Like his like
What's
when you
home?
got Barack Obama at your college games, you know what I'm saying? Like you that man, you that nigga. Like so,
Right.
he came into the NBA. Jordan Brand gave him 75 million. He just signed last year a $200+ million extension. He got all these other endorsements. Like Zion, they're gonna protect their asset. You're not about to just put out no fucking no home movie of him. Like they're gonna protect their asset. So
Right.
she yeah, like she was wild even thinking she was gonna be able to get that one off. You're not getting that one off. You're taking
Yeah,
that.
she's out of pocket.
Yeah, like
Left field, out of pocket.
like I don't think people realize how strong, how powerful the NBA is. Yo, I remember the old commissioner David Stern. After I know y'all remember when Melo had the fight against the Knicks, the Nuggets and the Knicks when they fought on the court. So maybe it was like 15 years ago. The commissioner pulled Melo in the office. He was like, "Look, man," he gave him a list of things. He said, I know what you be up to. And Melo was like, "What?" He said, "I know where you stay. I know where your parents stay. I know where your friends stay. I know where your friends' parents stay. I know who you have around you, who be in and out your hotel room." He was like, "Oh, we know all that. We're watching you." I was like, "Yo, like them niggas got like FBI connects." So
Too much money in it.
yeah, it's a lot of
Right.
money in it, especially now with these
A lot of money.
contracts.
Yeah.
Think about it. This was like 15 years ago, where like if you got $100 million contract, you was the man. Now they giving role players $100 million. You could be a role player and get $100 million. So a star, niggas about to be making like $500,000 in the next like 5 to 10 years. They're not playing with these people. Like, nah, you're not gonna get that off. So I think he's handling it
Not
beautifully.
at all.
There's a very different.
Flow, shit.
You said what?
I'm finna apply to clean the flow. That's 80,000 right there. I take it.
Yeah, like yo, the NBA man,
Yeah.
the niggas getting banked. So yeah, nah, he definitely handled that right. Speaking of somebody who's not handling things right though, we're gonna move on to um I would say the biggest simp of the year. My man, my man's made Will Smith look like Ike Turner. Um my man's made my man's made Russell Wilson look like Future.
Give him one more. Give him one more. Give him one more.
I'm trying to think of another like major simp. I can't think of another one right now. But we're talking about Adam 22. So Adam 22, podcast owner, no jumper, very popular podcast. He had a long time girlfriend. He just recently married, but she does OnlyFans. She's a adult film actress as well. And for the last 7 years, she's been doing OnlyFans with only him and other women. So recently, he came to her and said, why don't you do a scene with another man? And he chose a black man. So she did another scene getting piped down by the BBC, and he married he married the bitch. He married the bitch after that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
now they're promoting it, and he's trying to make light of it. And my thing was, when he brought it up to her, she asked him, was he sure? And then he was like, yeah. And then before she did it, he said that she asked him 3 more times.
She was
3
already doing.
times. Are you certain this is what you want me to do?
She was
And he
already.
was like, yeah. And now I don't think she was already doing it because honestly, what I think what it is with her asking him, like, are you certain this is what you want me to do? I think she was testing his manhood. Like, I've been fucking only you allegedly for 7 years and other women, and now all of a sudden you want me to just fuck a black guy? Like,
Yeah.
Right.
like
Look here. I'm gonna speak on experience. Okay. When a female asks more than once, "Are you sure?" about some shit that you know damn well you don't do, ain't done, ain't cool, any of that. If she asks you more than once, she might not have done that exact thing she's asking about, but she has done something close. And probably was doing and still is doing. If anything, he just made it so that now everybody gonna know. Not just her, not just him. Everybody gonna know.
so
If she
like
won't, she was already in the middle of that motherfucker. I'm trying to tell you right now.
so like he married her. Like that's now his wife. So I ask you fellas, and I'll let you go first out since Frank went first on the last one. Would you seriously date or marry a sex worker? And if you did, would they be able to continue that work? And would they be able to do that work with other men? That's my question for you.
A double no. My nigga, if that's the case, I might as well pimp you, bitch. Like, if you gonna want to say, well, I'm gonna pimp you, and I need 100% profit, because you don't need to touch the money, because you gonna do dumb shit. Um, nah, bro, because then it's like, if I do fuck with you, and I actually give you that chance, like, bitch, you better take this chance, bitch. I'm giving you a chance, like, like this is a chance, a lifetime chance. Somebody's really willing to sit down and fuck with you, but you want to fuck it up and say dumb shit. All right, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I can't do it. Nope, double no.
So Frank, what
Double no.
about you? Would you seriously date a sex worker? And if so, would she be able to continue that work with other people?
I wouldn't seriously date her. I wouldn't seriously date her. She might get a phone call every now and then, like, hey, look, I want to go out to eat. Oh, where you want to go? You want to go to my favorite restaurant? Yeah, but you're gonna pay for it. You got the money, you got the dick. It's all out there. You gonna pay for it. At that point, we ain't even dating. We just for benefits and you gonna fit this bill because you got this shit all on the internet. Everybody can see this shit. Now, and playing devil's advocate, if we're married and she decides to do that, I need my money. I need all of it.
I need all that.
Dime. I need all of it. Why? Because
To the
you're
crumb,
getting
nigga.
you're getting the satisfaction. You're getting the fame. You're most likely going to get other offers. You're going to get bigger offers. Somebody's going to see this somewhere in the porn industry and say, hey, who is her? We need her. How much? Find out. How many scenes? Will she do girl on girl? Will she do guy on guy? Will she gang bang? Will she do Eiffel Tower? Is she going to do what we need her to do for us to make this money and sell this shit? So I'm going to need that money. You was mine, for better or for worse. We did the whole thing. That's my money now. Yeah, I might buy you some shit here and there because I'm going to have complete control of the bank accounts and the money. But if you working on it, yeah, shit. If I get all the money and we talk $1 million contracts, $1 million shoots and shit, I might even be on set, drinking some Hennessy and smoking a blunt, saying, "Go ahead, baby, get that money, make my money." And I'm gonna have some of your friends right next to me too while I'm saying that shit. We fucking
I'm out
So-
here, nigga.
And so I just want to say, sex workers are people too, and they deserve love. And man, get the fuck out of here with that shit. I'm not dating no bitch that's been on OnlyFans or has a sex video out. I don't even fuck with women who twerk online. If I'm able to see you ass shaking online, you're a dub to me. I don't give a fuck. Like I'm not seriously dating none of y'all. You know, we can play around. I will never be seen in public with you because I look, man, my ego would never allow me to have a whore on my arm. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Like if you're a thought, you can never be seen with me in public. Like, come on, that's crazy.
Not two thoughts.
However, I wouldn't. I'll touch on what you said, Alpha. Now, you know, the player in me, I definitely would try to pimp her out. Like I would manage the OnlyFans because the best OnlyFans accounts are managed by men. Like they're women accounts, but they're managed by men. So yeah, I would definitely, you know, I'll pimp her out and everything. But nah, I'm not gonna take you serious. Yo.
Oh, never mind it.
So like I was saying, yeah, like I'd pimp her out. I'd manage her OnlyFans and get paid off it. But would I take her serious? Hell no. Like
That's the only way you can be with her at that point. You have to pimp her. Like it's almost like breathing water. Breathing
like
water that.
it'll be so crazy, bro. Like I'd be going to the club and just bring a bitch to the crib, bro. Fuck the bitch right in front of her. Like I wouldn't even like I would have no respect, bro. Like
none.
you just took about 5 penises today, bitch. I'm about to
Yeah,
go ahead and
like
get my
none.
shit in. Nigga.
And
Like,
Yo,
I don't want you. Like, I don't want it right now. Like,
and what got me dumb tight is like, yo, this nigga married her. Like, this nigga married
why
her.
though, man? Like, oh.
And then buddy online talking about the shit, bragging. Like, what the fuck?
Yo, she said she couldn't walk for like
Hey, yo.
2 to 4 days. Like,
Yo, the nigga said he recorded it, bro. The nigga said he recorded
he
it,
was holding
and then
the camera while it
the
happened.
bitch looked at her and looked at him and said, "Like, you like that little boy? Like, damn, nigga, mine gone, dream smasher, bro. That was a bad idea. That when she said that hit his head. This was a bad idea.
You know who don't do that?
Had to be who?
You know who don't do that? Cause I be damned.
Yeah, nah.
Nobody fit to call. My grandma ain't even calling me no little boy. Last time she did, I ain't shit to her. You ain't calling me no little boy.
I ain't even gonna hold you. You do some shit like that to me, I'm fucking your mama on your birthday.
Right.
I'm fucking your mom's on your birthday. Like,
right.
And we're gonna call you over too. Like, you're gonna see me balls deep in your mother, and I'm gonna make her call me daddy
a few times.
Then I'm gonna look at you and be like, "Hey, baby girl, go make me a sandwich."
Right.
Put the chips on the bread and crunch it.
And some ice water.
Like, nah,
I'm famished.
No fucking way, man. Like,
hey, bro.
This world is crazy.